Oh, hey.
I didn't see you there. Welcome back. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys what exactly I am doing. I know so many of you are probably wondering, what's your business model? What are you gonna be doing? What is it that's gonna get you rich? You may be thinking, are you buying properties? Are you investing into real estate? What are you doing? Well, it's pretty simple. I did a lot of research on it, so I feel pretty confident talking about it. Put it this way, we're pretty much the middleman in the transaction between a seller and a buyer. I am taking somebody's property, somebody's love, pride, and joy, their property,
Or a piece of land.
and we're just gonna try to negotiate it a little bit further down. Now, you may be asking, Tanner,
Why would somebody sell their property for so much less?
what's actually funny? It's a cash offer. We're offering them cash to their pockets in the next 2 weeks. So it's all paid for. They don't have to do any financing. They don't got to go to the bank. They don't got to put it up for many days on Zillow. No, we are coming in there, sweeping the deal, and then boom, we get paid because we found the property. Now, I have 100% faith that this is going to be the business model that gets me rich and makes me successful in all aspects of life. It's not easy by any means. It takes courage, balls, and hard work. You gotta know how to sell somebody,
You gotta close somebody.
and you have to gain their trust. We are not scamming anybody. They still get their money, just a little bit less than what they asked for. Listen, we do all the work. We bring it to somebody who's actually gonna put money down on that piece of property. To dumb it down a little bit, for example, let's say there's a $100,000 house. Just say it's up for sale. Call up the owner. This is what you say.
You say, hey owner, I'm an investor in this part of town. I was looking, are you curious in selling your place?
And obviously they're gonna say,
Well, yeah, it's on market, obviously.
you're gonna say these words and then close them immediately.
Well, I'm an investor and I'm willing to give you a cash offer, all cash. We can close you in under 2 weeks.
To anybody who hears that, we're gonna take their $100,000 property. We're gonna offer them at least $60,000. You may be wondering, what the hell? 60 grand for $100,000? It's an all cash offer. Everything's paid for. They don't pay anything by any means. They get $60,000 in 2 weeks. We flip it to a buyer for $70,000. We make the middleman profit. Boom, baby, that's 10 grand. Obviously, further down the line, we do a lot more stuff. Marketing techniques, a bunch of other bullshit that I'll get into later. Okay guys, so I'm on my computer right now. I'm gonna show you guys the whole process and how I do things and how it's gonna work. So we're gonna go ahead and search up counties that are selling the most amount of land. Palm Beach, Miami-Dade, Florida. Florida's a good market, so we'll just go with Florida. We're gonna go ahead and type in Florida in here. And as you can see, it's a pretty hot market. I mean, if we scroll into some things over here, I mean, there's houses being built, everywhere. They're not even loading in, there's so much. We're gonna go ahead and type in this county called Lehigh Acres. It's in Florida. And as you can already tell, there's a lot of development, a lot of stuff going on here. We are going to go into this website right here, type in Lehigh Acres. And we are pretty much just gonna scroll into some random area and pick out a lot of land. So I like this land right here. It is an infill lot. There are 2 houses next to it, 3 houses in front of it. You go ahead and click it, copy and paste it, and we're gonna go ahead and put it into Zillow. Okay, it is off market. It is listed for $21,000. The price history, it has sold for $6,000 in 2020. So meaning they want as much money as possible, but they're not gonna get that. Now, to find them, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste it to this website. I'm gonna go ahead and type in Lehigh Acres. Okay, not Lehigh. Type in the zip code. Oh. Okay, boom. And now we have, so they own this piece of lot. We're gonna scroll down and try to find the exact owner of it. So Nancy owns this piece of land. We're gonna go ahead and call her. Now, I can't show the phone number, obviously, for their privacy. We're gonna go ahead and call up Nancy. I'm gonna say,
Hey, I'm an investor in the Florida market. I was wondering, are you willing to sell your piece of land you have in Lehigh Acres?
And she's probably gonna say, yeah. She's like, yeah, I pay taxes on all this stuff. Then you're gonna go ahead and offer her a cash offer. So after she accepts the offer, you're gonna go ahead and send her a contract like this. This is a land sale agreement. This is the contract that is gonna make you money. Then you're gonna go ahead and bring it to this website where this is an e-sign document and she's gonna sign it. You're gonna send this to her via email. You wanna be over the phone with this part, but you're gonna send this to her and boom, she signs the contract, all good. Then to find a buyer, we're gonna go back into all of these houses being sold. Lennar, Holiday Builders, DR Horton. So pretty much we're gonna call all of those people up and we're gonna ask for their land acquisition associate. Then we're gonna show them the contract that we have with Nancy and they're gonna be like,
Yeah, sure.
then they're gonna buy it for $5,000 more. Boom, you sell them another contract, which I don't have right now, but I will show you guys in the next video. You go ahead and sell them the contract that you have with Nancy. Then you send it to a title company. Title company gets it. They get all the stuff they need. And then boom, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you're sitting with $5 grand in your pocket. Nancy gets her money. The buyer gets his land. Everybody's happy. That is pretty much the business model, guys. That is what is gonna get us out of the 9-to-5 life. Even though I don't have a job, I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks, 2 strong weeks to just dialing and just talking to as many people possible. And then I'll get a job, all right? I know so many of you guys are telling me, oh, you gotta get a job too. It requires
Zero
money. It is the best business model by any means with no money to start, and that's wholesaling. Anybody can do it anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, or where you're from. Anybody can do it as long as you can pick up a phone and sell somebody and gain their trust. That's all it is to this model. There's gonna be lots of trial and error. I have no doubt about that. There's gonna be people who are telling me to fuck off. There's gonna be people telling me that you suck. There's gonna be people telling me get a real job. Stop scamming. Well, guess what? It's not scamming. Everybody's happy at the end of the transaction. That's all that matters. The seller gets their money, the buyer gets their property, and we get the middleman fee. That's it. And then we move on to the next person. Now, even though I've already explained this, there's gonna be plenty of people who message me after this.
Well, what do you do, or what is it?
I'm trying to break it down as simple as possible. I'm gonna do the simplest of steps in the next few videos to kind of show you guys a little bit more in depth of it, if it makes sense. That's pretty much all this video is just explaining the business model. Yes, I know you guys have seen the suit. Don't mind the tie. Had a lot of trouble tying it. This is as best as we're gonna get. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna be dialing, we're gonna be calling people, and we're gonna be offering people in the next video. That's all this is. Sit down,
Pick up the phone
and dial. Enough of my talking like usual. I hope y'all have a great day. And remember, don't let other people predict your future and don't let other people direct it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.